Hey there, GDC followers. Nikki Inderlied here, R4U News, sponsored by Sanyo Interloop Batteries, and it's time to talk RPGs. Finally. And I'm lucky enough to be standing here with Peter Molyneux, the head of LionHead Studios and the master behind Fable, and he's been gracious enough to take a few minutes to chat with us about Fable2. So, Peter, how are you liking the show so far?
Well, you might as well know how I like this room, because I'm locked in this room like some aged relative that everyone's a bit embarrassed about, and so I don't get to see anything. But I love it. I love it because I get to talk about my dreams, and I get to talk about my passion, which is making RPG games at the moment.
That's very true, isn't it? All of our passions actually RPGs. Well, mine. I know you said in your speech that you learned your lesson with leaking too much to the press, but from what you have leaked, are those promises going to be kept?
I'm only talking about things that are going to be in the game, and that we're going to fulfill, and we're actually going to succeed. I've learned my lesson. I've been told off, I've stood in the corner and been quiet for a while, and I understand it upsets people. And you just got to realise the reason for me doing it wasn't to show off or anything. I just get so excited about what I'm doing. I love it so much. It's just hard to stop. Today when I showed you all that stuff, I just wanted to tell you that the other thing so much that it's almost irresistible to me. But I have learnt my lesson now. I'm never going to do that again.
So you talked a lot about bringing love into the game. Is that by getting the zombie couch potatoes out of their chairs and actually feeling something, or is that something you wanted to do just on your own?
For me, it's... Everyone says, I love trying to do the things that other people say you can't do. I think that's fantastic. It feels good. And what I really wanted was, everyone said, computer games, they're nothing about love, it's all about killing. Well, why shouldn't? Okay, it's an RPG game. It's an RPG game. What's that mean? A role-playing game. Now, emotion is what you really want to feel. That's the big game feature. That's the memory that I've got of all the great games I've played. And one of the biggest emotions is love. And if you could feel loved, just imagine that, just think about that. If you, as an individual, could feel loved, that is going to be good, man, hasn't it? You're going to feel like a hero. You're going to feel excitement. You're going to feel scared and frightened and all of those things you've normally felt, and you maybe felt in Fable 1, and we're going to deal in Fable 2 in spades. But the unique thing starts to be those emotions that you haven't seen of.
Is that the reason you kind of chose a dog? In a way, it's the man's best friend?
I think the reason I chose a dog is because there's so many psychological reasons why that works. The thing about it is, feeling the love and excitement that a dog can give you when you've done something good, when you've been away for a little while and you come back, is infectious. And it works. It just works. If it was a human being, there's always these agendas there that human beings have. And what I want you to believe, and sounds a crazy thing, of all the things I've said, it sounds the most crazy, I want you to believe this dog's real. It's a real dog. And if I can't convince you that it's a real person, but I maybe can convince you it's a real dog. And if you feel that, if your dog does something, and you think, I know why he's doing that, because you've seen it in a dog, then I start winning. And if I start winning and you start caring, then I've got you. And then I can make a dramatic role-playing game. Because if you care about something, that's like a currency to me. And once I've got that currency, then that's going to give you the moments in a game that you haven't experienced for a long time, if at all.
And actually, from the trailers that we've seen, there kind of seems to be a darker tone to that. How does that mix it all in with the love that you want your players to feel?
Well, the darker tone, you're right. This is an adventure game. It's a role-playing game. You're going to be a hero, and there are going to be some sacrifices, and there are going to be some real tough choices. Some of them are going to be about the dog, some of them could be about your family, some of them is going to be about what sort of hero you really want to be, what sort of person in the game you really want to be. And I want to lay those choices out in front of you as part of the drama of what this game is going to become. And they end up being pretty interesting. Now, I'm not going to talk about them because it would spoil what's going on. But, what really gets me is, and this is why I want to do it, and this is why it's more important than just another feature in the game. What I really want you to do is switch this game off, and I want you to go to bed, and I don't want you to be able to get to sleep. because I want you to be thinking, well, will I, won't I, shall I, shan't I, what's going to happen next? Because that's what a real moment is. And that's what I hope Fable 2 gives you.
Okay, well, you heard it from myself. A truly amazing dreamer. Stay tuned for more GDC news. I'm Nikki Inderlied.